Hello and welcome to this new lecture. In this particular lecture, we are going to continue the discussion on the Code of Civil Procedure. In the previous lecture, we tried to understand the definition clause, okay, and we enlisted different definitions. Most important was the definition of decree. The next important question, which any procedural law decides, is the jurisdiction of the courts. Now, Code of Civil Procedure also tries to define us what will be the jurisdiction of the civil courts. Okay, jurisdiction means what will be the power or in what circumstances can we approach the civil court and which civil court we will approach. Okay, that is told to us by the idea of jurisdiction. So in this particular lecture, what we will do, we will understand the meaning of jurisdiction. Okay. Then we will look at the idea of types of jurisdiction. Okay. When we will discuss if there is any error as to jurisdiction, okay, what will be its effect. So the idea of jurisdiction will be clear by the end of this lecture. First, let us begin with the meaning of jurisdiction. See, if you will look at the CPC, the term jurisdiction is not defined. So we will try to divide the word. If we divide the word, there are two words. One is juris and another is diction. Okay, these are the two Latin words that combine together to form the idea of jurisdiction. Now, if you will translate it, the literal translate is I speak by the law. So whatever I say, I speak because the law has given me power to do that. That is the idea of jurisdiction. The court says that I am deciding this case because the law has given me the power to decide this case. Okay, this is the meaning of jurisdiction. Now, the different Supreme Court cases have further elaborated its meaning. In the case of Raja Soap Factory versus SP Santharaj, this is a 1965 judgment, the Honorable Supreme Court held that jurisdiction means the extent of the authority of a court to hear as well as determine a cause or a matter which is prescribed to it. Okay, so it is the power to hear as well as determine a particular case. Now, this can be with reference to the subject matter also. This can be with respect to pecuniary value. Okay, pecuniary value means the amount that is involved, or with respect to the local limits. Okay, with respect to the area of that particular court. It is the power, jurisdiction in simple terms, it is the power of the court to entertain as well as decide the matters before it. If the court has jurisdiction over a particular issue, it can entertain it and it can decide the case. If it does not have the jurisdiction over the case, it cannot entertain the case, it cannot decide the case. Okay. In the case of official trustee versus Sachindra Nath, this is a 1969 judgment. The Supreme Court held that the jurisdiction must include the power to hear as well as power to decide the question at issue. So if we want to say that this particular court has a jurisdiction, then two things should be there. Okay, if I were to say that this court, whether this court has jurisdiction in that case or not, we will check whether it has the power to hear that case or not, whether it has the power to decide that case or not. Both of these things are necessary. Okay. So if we say that a particular particular court has jurisdiction, then it means that the court is competent to try the suit. Okay, this is the meaning of jurisdiction. Now, the next question is how you will determine the jurisdiction. On what basis we will decide which court has the jurisdiction. The law is very simple on this aspect. Jurisdiction is determined on the basis of averments that are made in the plaint. So in a civil case, the first step is the plaint that you make. Okay, just like in criminal system we had the FIR, here we have the plaint. Now in that plaint, you tell us certain facts based on those averments, okay, the statements that you have stated, we will decide the jurisdiction. Okay. Now, when we are deciding the jurisdiction from a plaint, the substance of the plaint will be considered here and not the form of the plaint. So, plaintiff does not have the power to circumvent the provisions of law. Okay, it cannot go beyond the provisions of law and allow any court which does not have the jurisdiction with the jurisdiction. It does not have that power. Okay, court will look at the substance of the matter from the plaint, from the averments made in the plaint, and then they will determine the jurisdiction. Okay, Bank of Baroda versus Moti Bhai 1985. Now, so first question, first point is meaning. Meaning is clear. Okay, meaning means jurisdiction means power to hear a case and decide a case. Second is determination of jurisdiction. Okay, now